Welcome back to our channel, where we dive deep into the most fascinating and little-known facts about countries around the world. Today, we're focusing on the United States of America, country that's home to over 330 million people, yet filled with surprising facts that even many Americans don't know. From giant states bigger than countries to pizza obsession levels that will blow your mind, stick around until the very end, because fact number 1 might completely change how you see the USA. Fact 10. The U.S. has no official national language 045 to 130. Most people assume English is the official language of America. But here's the twist: the U.S. has never declared an official language at the federal level. Yes, English is dominant, and Spanish is the second most spoken language, but legally, the government has never made one single language official. Some states, like California, have chosen English as their official language, while others recognize multiple languages. This reflects America's identity as a nation of immigrants, where people from across the globe brought their languages, traditions, and cultures. Fact 9. The land of tornadoes. If you thought tornadoes were rare, think again. The United States experiences about 1,000 to 100 tornadoes every year, more than any other country on Earth. Most of these violent storms happen in a region known as Tornado Alley, stretching across Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, and neighboring states. Some twisters reached speeds of over 300 miles per hour, powerful enough to toss cars into the air like toys. What's surprising is how prepared communities in these regions are. Schools practice tornado drills regularly, and storm shelters are a common feature in many homes. Fact 8. Alaska is bigger than you think. When you look at a map, Alaska might not seem massive. But in reality, it's so big that it's larger than Texas, California, and Montana combined. To put it into perspective, if Alaska were a separate country, it would be the 18th largest in the world. Yet, despite its size, it has one of the lowest population densities. Most of the land is untouched wilderness, with bears outnumbering humans in some areas. It's not just big, it's also home to some of the most breathtaking landscapes in the world, from glaciers to the northern lights. Fact 7. The Great Pizza Obsession. Americans love pizza so much so that they consume about 100 acres of it every single day. That adds up to more than 3 billion pizzas every year. It's become a cultural icon, and each region has its own unique twist. New York is famous for its giant foldable slices, Chicago for its deep dish pies, and California for its creative toppings like barbecue chicken or even avocado. What started as an Italian dish has turned into one of America's ultimate comfort foods. Fact 6. The world's largest immigrant population 345 to 430. The United States is often called a melting pot, and the numbers prove it. Over 45 million people living in America were born in another country, the largest immigrant population in the world. From Europe in the early days to Latin America and Asia more recently, waves of immigration have shaped the U.S. into the diverse country it is today. Walk through cities like New York, Los Angeles, or Houston, and you'll hear dozens of languages spoken in a single neighborhood. This diversity has influenced everything: food, music, fashion, and even how Americans celebrate holidays. Fact 5. More cows than people in some states. Here's a quirky fact. In states like Montana, Wyoming, and North Dakota, cows outnumber humans. Beef production is a massive industry in America, and with cattle grazing across millions of acres, it's not surprising that ranch life is still a cornerstone of American culture in many rural areas. So, if you ever visit, don't be shocked if you see more cows than cars on the road.